Testing. I may have lowered the volume a bit too much, so hopefully it's not a lot. I say that, and that despite that, let's go ahead and continue. So, first and foremost, the plan of action is, well, as simple as it can be. Just kind of stream this video and upload it to YouTube and hopefully get views, and then pretty much saying that I'm gonna be short and simple of it is gonna be streaming in a bit, or so or less, depending on the time. Well, I know it's kind of last minute and all that understandable. The thing is, I've been trying to recover I guess you could say, the Twitter account associated with my account, Lord Valderox. However, it seems that I encountered unexpected problems that are beyond my control, and now I'm hoping to reach the Twitter support and hopefully get it resolved and hopefully find some means to retrieve back. That way, I can continue and use that as a means to say when I'm gonna do things, because that seems like the best. Not actually, it is the best way. Reach out and kind of get my thoughts out there. Oh yes, and on the top of it, yes, I do adore this soundtrack. By far, this is one of the best ones out there, I feel. Personally. For now. Unfortunately, I already have read, and that's Unbound. And again, I appreciate that I got an elite. Only comments as far as gotcha is concerned. Doesn't have one of the elites. Yeah. But not a worry. There's still plenty of time. There's no reason to rush. Any case though, basically what I'm doing right now is I guess we can go back and explain. The event in itself is just self-explanatory. Kind of just, going back to that. Completing that so it's at 100% so I can get the item for said completion. Hard mode is just, completing hard mode. Do I intend to? I can't do it right now. I already completed EX mode for the days. I'll probably upload / make another stream video later on when reset comes around to kind of show what goes on as far as that. It is and it isn't. You do require ships that are passing the level 105s. 105 is the minimum, but you're probably gonna struggle if you're. You want to set it on auto, which is what I do. At the very least, if you want it on auto, your ships has got to be at least level 115 to 120 range. But if you've been playing Azur, you probably know that already. But anyone else that's watching, courtesy, kind message to inform. But anyways, though, my current plans for right now, I guess you could say, not the most efficient ones, but I work with what I got and do as I like, of course. Any case, though, as far as PR ships, I finished everyone in the first section of the PR1. PR2, technically, I've only finished Azuma and Frederick de Grols, I think. Forgive my pronunciation. My German isn't quite up there, right? So Frederick de Grols, I think that's how you probably pronounce it. And then Gascon. Although I believe she's more French, if anything. Or French and Iron Blood related. So it'd be what? French? German? Friendman? Germch? Something along those lines. And yes, I haven't completed Seattle, Georgia, or Kirakaze. I have nothing against these ladies. Nothing at all. Let's see. Yes, just making sure they're both USS ships. When you think about it, the USSS faction doesn't really have a synchronization team where they get extra buffs. There's no fleet ship that leads them. For the Royal HMS ships, you have Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. For Iron Blood, you have Bismarck, and for so forth and so on. Sakura Empire, you have Nagato. Like I said, so forth and so on. Let's see. Anyways, going back here, PR3. I finished Drake, and I just need more of those blueprints in order to further advance her. As far as I'm concerned with anything else, that's pretty much there. And since she's technically complete, I started another ship. Why didn't I go back to the PR2? Like I said, these two have already been explained, but again, I do intend to get them into time. Kirakaze is pretty much, well, I mean, for whatever reason or another, if you don't have a Yanami, again, it's a possibility, right? But for whatever reason or another, if you don't have a Yanami, then you can work on Kirakaze. She is like Ayanami, I guess, what was it the internet called it? 2.0 or 1.5, because she's just as good as her, if not just a little bit better. If I recall reading that somewhere online. In any case, though, all in good time. And then why am I going after Odin? Simply because of the fact that, well, this is Odin we're talking about. But in any case, though, I adore the Iron Blood ships as well. Their designs are phenomenal. Because after Odin, I intend to get mines. But that's just me. And then, yes, of course, Maidel Kato, Cheshire. I only worked on her a little bit, but I did to work on a little more. And yes, technically, if I got this hard with Champagne, I should finish her off, seeing as how she's at 8% already in the next stage of XP. But, damn the dues. Anyways, though, let's go back to the battle. And I'm trying to make this video too long, just kind of doing its thing, and then just kind of progressing from there. Yes, in order to gain XP from, yes, Odin, she needs backlash. So, hence why little leverage by herself. She's not doing numbers, but at the same time, she's not doing two. I don't know, with the other stage, hard mode, then she would probably need backup from some shit. But because she can manage, she'll be fine. As far as this, mode is concerned, normal mode. But I just need the girls on the backline to hit, especially Frederick Cruz. Like, as far as the Iron Blood ships are concerned, I feel she's only followed by. Well, again, I haven't tested out, I haven't really watched videos, I guess you could say, of Odin and mine to know where their skill and all. And I have more to be honest, tier lists are just, at the end of the day, use your favorite factions. After all, at least me personally, what I feel when I play Azur is I play it for the ladies, of course, because, well, why wouldn't you? But that's just me, of course. This video while it's not recorded, but I'm gonna make a Twitter account following the same name, Lord Valderon, so keep an eye on the lookout for that, and follow along, and I'll be posting along when I'll be doing my, I guess you could say, streams. I'll even post a link as well. In the meantime, though, I guess you could say wrap up this video because, well, there ain't much going on aside from, it's pretty much gonna be this from here on out. Yes, it's just pure grinding, and I can understand that's something like just, watching grinding while you're not alone. Be the most exciting thing, especially since the battle's gonna be passing, and especially since it's on the battle. However, I kind of feel that'll probably more allow me, I guess, call this sleaze bag's way of saying, promoting himself while, the game just does all the work on auto battle. But it's the truth. At the moment, again, so little I can say, before I cut off this video and like the boss battle film, culminating the battle, finishing it off. I'm limited with the movie. Again, to this day, I'm still waiting on the PC to arrive that I purchased. It still, has me so pissed off that, again, had the circumstances been different, I probably would be working right now with a PC. means I could, you know, and in addition to that, the other stuff among other things as well. But yeah, like I said, gotta work with what I got, and this is what I gotta work with, my mobile games, and I'll move on. Granted, the entertainment value won't be as high. Saying that what? With this game again, is, you know, as long as I set up my ladies correctly, they'll be fine. I'm not struggling per se. If anything, I praise this gacha game because again, I get every ship girl. Well, that's just me, right? That's just me. So for the moment, it looks like yes, I completed enough points to receive the next item in the bracket. How high do I usually go on this tier list? For myself personally, I go as high as I try to go, which would be usually just doing the usual daily one session each per the EX mode, the hard mode, and one round of the normal mode. So usually that gets me, yes, definitely past 20,000. I usually make it in this range here. Get to the 35k range and shy away like a good maybe 4.5k away from the 40k, which theoretically, if I did dedicate myself, I could probably make it to the 40k. Then beyond that, though, it's a little bit more difficult because, again, you had to dump more money in order to get oil. And then I also thought about, again, I say this because swapping my main account for my extra account, having it on this side because, well, to put it bluntly, I would like the ability to be able to showcase my main account because that's where it has my ladies in their nice little gowns and dresses and the like. Costumes, you could call it that. Okay. And with that, that wraps about everything. As far as this video is concerned, like I said, I'm going to do another stream. Whether anyone decides, does receive anything or not, again, I won't hold it against it. I'm still going to stream regardless because that's the goal, that's the idea. I had to carry out stuff because, like I said, I have a lot of stuff that I want to do, and I could leave it to chance, or I could take matters into my own hands and start doing stuff. Again, with time constraints and the like, I can only work with so much. But even then, with what I have to work with, I'll make do with until the rest of my equipment arrives. So until then, this is your host, Lord Balrux. I wish you all, depending on your time zone, of course, good day, good evening, or have a good night. And if you happen to catch this video in your recommendeds and when I decide to upload it, and hopefully maybe I'll see you in the stream or not. Regardless though, thank you.